Ooh, arguably the moment that really changed classic bodybuilding forever went down in 2017 when a simple moment in a simple video starring Calum Von Moger and Bumstead became the catalyst for something a lot bigger. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Guys, welcome to another episode of Fitness After Dark. I'm hoping you guys had an awesome holiday. And without further ado, guys, we have to hand it off to Mr. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We are live. Never gets old. It frankly never does. Where do we begin? So Calum Von Moger's life is honestly deserving of like an hour-long episode of Fitness After Dark. So I want to save his life for that, but his injury, that's another story. That moment really became honestly like what changed classic bodybuilding and social media bodybuilding in general. Let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you in a little perspectivo, bro. Little Espanol right there. Calum Von Moger, I remember I was 16 and I remember he was the hype train. He was literally getting hyped up in every bodybuilding magazine, bodybuilding website as the next coming of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was that huge at that time. Bumstead, on the other hand, he was just getting started. He had some fame because he was winning some really great bodybuilding competition, but he wasn't as well known as Calum Von Moger at that time. I remember the plot for Generation Iron 2 was literally the social media age, not the Gymshark, Young LA era. No. This was like the Rich Piana, and then Calum Von Moger was like the main subplot of that movie. He was that big. I remember the movie revolved around his journey of getting a pro card, which he did, and it was such like a feel-good story because he really wanted him to succeed. He was that great of a figure in the sport of bodybuilding. So then on one of his YouTube channels, he was working out with Bumstead. They were doing a little collab. And then the moment that really changed everything, the two decided to do a barbell curl. And let's go ahead and take a look.
Did you feel that? No, you good? Are you good? No.
Fucking A. That was really the moment that changed everything. Now, the reason why is because Calum Von Moger had competed in one or two shows, I believe, prior to that incident, and everything seemed to be on the up. Had he not gotten that injury, that he'd gotten that video, I frankly don't think he would have gotten into the trouble that he did later on, into the controversies of his life. That's so sad. And he more than likely would have been Bumstead's rival, or he would have even taken his place, to be honest. He was that big at that time. And the fact that he had Arnold's support and the similarities between him and Arnold were so apparent. That injury is just so sad because that took him out of action, out of competing, out of working out for so long. I remember his recovery from that moment, I believe from that moment. And then there was another incident as well that happened with him involving him. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even making this up. He jumped off the top of a it was like a cliff or something. I remember, and a bungee cord got tied up, and then that injured him even more. It makes me sad because I remember I was such a big fan of Calum Von Moger growing up. I was a fan. Like, I remember my brother got me hyped up about it. He's like, dude, this is like the Arnold of our era, bro. This kid's gonna be dope. He's gonna be big. And I even did his plan, I remember, in 2018. I did like a couple of weeks of his workout plan. He had at bodybuilding.com. The videos that they had, it was so cool. It just makes me sad, man. What happened with him? Starting from that injury that really changed everything. And I'm confident as hell in saying that had that injury not have happened, the biggest what if would have been he definitely would have taken Bumstead's place. If not, he would have been at that same level. I'm confident in saying that because he had that much star power to him. And the fact that all of that got taken away just like that gets me so sad, man. I just want to tear up, bro. It's just so sad. Oh my God. The story of Calum Von Moger is one of tragedy. Honestly, one of sadness overall. In the future, I really want to elaborate and do like a full-blown hour-long episode on his life because it's super crazy, man. Especially where he's at now is just sad. It really is sad, man. So this was this week's episode of Fitness After Dark. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want to stick around, please do so. We got way more fitness and bodybuilding related content right over here for you guys to check out as well. All right. Take care, guys. Have an awesome rest of the day and have an awesome workout as usual. Ooh, let's go.